Hello everybody and welcome back to Stealwing33 Plays Enter the Gungeon. I'm Stealwing33 and hello everybody, how's it going? Last time, we actually didn't do super good last time. We had poor performance with the pilot, which actually turned into like not a terrible performance on the second run. And then with the Marine, we didn't do super hot. You know, we didn't make it down to like floor 4 or anything, which was my new standard for what a good run is. We make it down to floor 4. Dying on floor 3 is acceptable, but should not be considered a good run by any stretch of the imagination any longer. I just think I'm better than that now. But we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. We've been gaining new subscriber people, actually. Had a couple very, very nice, uplifting little comments on the last couple, on a couple videos here now. And it's really nice, you know, it's heartwarming. I've been doing this for quite a while now, actually. And it's kind of nice to know that, like, even if it's only, like, a couple people, it's nice to know that people are watching and people care, and, you know, that it makes making the content, finding the time for it, a lot more rewarding, I guess. But, you know, I'm happy about it. Very happy indeed. But today we're playing as the convict. Enough sappiness, enough, dawdling on about, you know, my small budding audience. We're playing as the convict. Convict's still a pretty decent character. I don't know, I still think the Marine's probably my favorite out of all of the ones that, like, you know, I've seen. I know that there are 2 extra characters in the game. I don't know what they are, but I know that they're there. I've seen the subreddit talk about them a lot, but I'm not sure who they are, how to get them, or anything like that. I think one's got, like, one might be, like, a robot, I think, but I don't know what the other one is. But again, even then, don't quote me on that, because I still don't know. You know, we're doing pretty good. I think the Convict's a good character. Molotov's a great item. We don't end up fighting the Bullet King. Like, if we fight Gatling Gull, the Molotov's, like, super great, because you can put it on the Gatling Gull and then kite around him in a circle to keep him on top of it. It does crazy damage. Same thing with the Bullet Twins. Same mentality, different performance, I guess. This Sawdust's like super good against these Bloblyon guys. Ooh, damn it. Ow. I couldn't shoot him because my gun was on the wrong side of my body, which is very frustrating. Yeah, there's like a triangle that you can't shoot at. It's like right in front of you. You can kind of see it. Like, I can shoot all the way up to here, basically, in a triangle. I can't shoot any closer than that. It's kind of interesting. Something I didn't notice before, actually. Yeah, but I beat Dark Souls. I already said that. I think I said that in the last video, but today I was mopping up some of, like, the extra content that I didn't do. Stuff like, you know, Archdragon Peak and places like that, and subtly getting my ass kicked. Because the Nameless King is actually harder than the end game boss, in my opinion. A, because nobody goes there to summon help, but B, like, his kit all does lightning damage, right? And lightning damage is kind of hard to armor up against. Ooh, the anvil gun. This has been showing up a lot lately. Like, a lot. We have 4 blanks. Jesus. All right. Hopefully we find the boss fight soon. Then we can use the anvil gun to great effect against whatever it is. We need to remember not to take angry bullets. Well, now that we have the anvil gun, because if we take angry bullets, remember it has a negative synergy with the anvil gun. It makes the anvil gun not pierce targets any longer, which is like where I think half of its power comes from. It still does like good contact damage, but the real strength is the fact that it does good contact damage and goes through people. Not one or the other. It needs both, I think. Because doing good contact damage is fine, but there are plenty of guns that do good contact damage, like the Void Core Assault Rifle does really good contact damage. But it is the fact that the anvil gun goes through targets is what makes it really strong. All right, so Molotov's worthless against the Bullet King here, which sucks because, you know, it's a really good item. It's just we keep running into situations where it's not useful at all. We're going to be making judicious use of our extremely large number of blanks that we have accrued over the course of this floor. I have 2 left, so I'm going to try to save those for if I get caught behind him when he does the that attack, basically. But we're far enough away where I wasn't concerned about it. If he does that and then rolls directly into like that spinning, the spinning, like whirly dervish, this one. If he does the overhead explodey cluster grenade attack and then that one, it can get really nasty if you're not careful. And as somebody that is not good enough at dodging in this game to really dodge all of that effectively, it would be a nightmare. But we did it. We used up all of our blanks, but that's fine. Not really too concerned about that. We got the Flash Gordon gun, which is great. Also got the mastery thing, which is nothing to sneeze at, nothing to forget about. The Flash Gordon gun, by the way, word of warning, it is very bright and makes a very bright flashing thing on the screen when I fire it. It's not red and black, so I know that it's not... these colors are normally pretty neutral for people with epilepsy, from what I understand. Normally those people are triggered by red and white flashing colors, but I do know it's large flashes make it happen. So, you know, if you have epilepsy, be warned that I am using a gun that has bright flashing colors. So, you know, word of warning for that. What do we got here? The Frost Amulet, the Gold Amulet. The Gold Amulet is pretty good because it gives you money whenever you blank. I don't know how it gives you money, but if it's anything like table tech money, basically, which I'm imagining it is, considering all the amulets do something when you... The Flash Gordon gun is, like, really bad. Like it's almost exceptionally bad. It doesn't do very good damage. It fires very quickly, but it's not accurate. It's got the same problem that the Rogue 7 has, which is, you know, it just sort of wiggles all over the place, and it does alright damage, but alright. We'll see about that. What is this? Red Guanstone. Dodge up. What is that? What does that do? I know the green ones, when it gets hit, you improves dodging. It's made a 40% dodge sight. Greatly improves dodge speed and distance. Wow, that ain't kidding. It's pretty good. Let's check the shop. I know I bought the key from the shop, but I didn't really take a look at anything else. No, there's nothing else I really want. The ammo is useful, I guess, but we don't need it right now. And I guess we could buy the armor if we really felt like it, but I'm not gonna. Buying armor is the same as buying HP. It sort of feels dirty. Like, I'm not in a position where I need it. I got 4 health and, you know, a bunch of other stuff. But the flip side, the flip-flop drip-drop of that one is that, you know, I also just don't need it right now. I'm at full HP. Armor's good on later floors because some of the enemies there do full hearts of damage. But up here, it's the equivalent of half a heart. And it almost always costs more than a half a heart. So, like, it's good to stack armor because it does protect you from attacks. We're going to use the flash ray, by the way. Like, I know it's bright and annoying, and it's actually a really terrible gun, and I really, really hate it. But A, it pierces targets, and B, it's got a lot of ammo, and, I mean, it's better than trying to use, like, the anvil gun or something, which has very limited ammo. And I plan to save that for the boss, because there are several bosses on this floor that, if they really had half a mind to, could mess me up pretty bad. Because we can run into, like, the gore gun is on this floor, where if we run into her, I'm just dead. Like, I mean, I'm not dead, but I don't think I'm gonna get mastery on her unless we get like a ludicrous amount of blanks again. Then we might do it. Just because I can't do that boss for some reason. I don't know what it is about her. I just think she's so annoying. It's her, and then, like, I don't find the Treadnought very annoying. I think the Treadnought's, like... The Treadnought's sort of so-so, I guess. He's hard, don't get me wrong, but I think... I guess in comparison to the bosses on the floor at the time when you fight him, which are, like, the Cannonball Rog, and, I can't remember what the other one is. There's a third one that I just can't remember right now. He's the hardest, but, like, in comparison to all of the 4th floor bosses, including the High Priest, who is not that big of a deal, truth be told. I don't think he's that hard. The one attack he fires that, like, homes in on you, that thing's pretty annoying. But, everything else is easily dealt with. Wow, I just stood there and took that one on the chin, didn't I? Like a loser. Like a loser. I'm happy to be back doing recordings, though. It's nice to, you know, have people who are, you know, liking what I'm putting out and stuff like that, which, again, I realize I say stuff like that, like, a lot. I say it a lot in day-to-day conversation, too. And I don't know why. I guess it's because, like, there's always... Well, I talk in metaphor a lot. You know, like, our role, you know, our role sort of like X, but really we're, like, doing Y kind of stuff. I do it a lot in video games. It's an easy way for people to visualize what you're trying to talk about. And I've gotten into the habit of talking a lot in metaphor when I speak, particularly about, like, anything artsy, anything that has to do with, like, you know, video games, my work, stuff like that. There it goes again. I got into the habit. Ooh, ow. Okay. I didn't think that they could shoot the barrel where it was because I thought the wall was in the way, but I guess I was wrong. Let's get. I guess we get more flash ray. I really don't want to use this thing anymore. It's like really bad. If we find a gun cruncher, I know what I'm putting in there. I'm surprised I didn't get hit by that shotgun blast right there because I was pretty much like point blank with the attack and it just like didn't hit me for some reason. But yeah, we're doing all right. I wish I could get if I could get like the scope or muscle relaxants or something like that. That'd be super. But I need keys. Hey, what up? Drum clip's good. Drum clip makes the clip size on all of your guns go up. The Mag 10 or the machine pistol is really good. I think we'll take the drum clip. Drum clip is really good because it makes all of our guns better forever. And the other two things, the C4 is not as good as our Molotov because the C4 does a lot of damage but in a shorter period of time. And if you can manipulate the target, you can keep them in the Molotov and have it do like a ridiculous amount of damage. Probably equivalent to the C4 if I had to surmise, you know, without really knowing. If I had to just sort of put my 2 cents into the ring here, I would say that it's probably a superior item. The dot damage is good. It lights people on fire. Like, even if they walk, so the zone hurts them while they're standing in it, and then even if they leave the zone, they're still on fire. Which, you know, it's like Dark Souls. You know, the fire is good because it lights them on fire. It's not true. It's actually not the case. Poison's good because it poisons them. Yeah, poison's great. And there are a couple bosses that are not immune to poison in Dark Souls. Like, the old Demon King is not immune to poison. And so if you know that, and you go into the boss fight with a poison weapon, or, you know, any of the ludicrous number of poison items that you get to, the poison pine resin that you get throughout the course of the game, or human pine resin, which gives toxic, if I'm not mistaken, you can use that to your advantage, because he just takes dot forever. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I used that guy to farm Sunlight Metals, because he was the easiest boss that you could... It's him and the Deacons of the Deep are the two easiest bosses for co-op. That boss is just not hard. Like, the old Demon King, I mean, is just not a hard boss. Same with the Deacons, but the Deacons is an even easier boss. The problem with the Deacons is that they're an early game boss, so it's very easy to accidentally level out of the part where you're going to be able to, like, really help people with them. Because the way co-op works in Dark Souls, for those of you who are not aware, there's a level range. Plus or minus 20 of your level is how much you can help somebody. And so, you know, if you aren't careful, you can out-level, like, the average level for people who fight a certain boss. The Deacons, most of the people who fight them are, you know, around level 20 or so. Ooh, the Guanstone saved my ass there. You gotta break up the those little fragments that the dude spits out, because if he eats them, he gets HP back, but it also buffs him temporarily. Damn it! Damn it! Don't die! Don't die in the Amoconda. Come on! I want to make the floor at least floor 3. Would be super. So you can see he got buffed right there. But I'm dealing significant damage to some of his internal segments. Like, I'm really messing him up pretty bad here. Making him, move around erratically. There we go, got him. Well, we didn't get the mastery, but we didn't die either, which is a victory in my book. The vertebrate gun. The vertebrate gun's not bad. Is it like my favorite gun in the world? No. We're leaving a lot of chests behind. I really wish I need to get luckier with the keys, or I just need to be more judicious about how I use them. That being said, it's also sort of weird because I have a bunch of like really good guns right now. Like the vertebrate gun is like super duper good because it homes, so homing weapons are universally like pretty decent. In particular, the vertebrate gun's good because it's a machine gun that also homes. The problem with homing effects in this game is that they're erratic. Like they don't always work, I guess is the best way to put it. Like they don't re-target people. Because the vertebrate gun would be crazy good if it like could be bothered to acquire like even just a second target. But you know it doesn't, so no use pissing and moaning about it. Kill that guy. It also just does pretty good damage, from what I understand. Like it's killing those military bulletkin pretty good. Just wipe everything out. Keep wiping them out. See, like I can do that, which I'm like safe here because that guy he didn't have an angle on me, which is nice. Anvil gun's got plenty of ammo still, if I'm not mistaken. Ink the drum clip really coming in handy on the vertebrate gun in particular because you can kind of see like the gun's got a lot more ammo than I think it normally does. I think you know, don't quote me on that. I has to. We have the drum clip. Like I think that's like it's like it would be ludicrous for it not to, I guess. Like that'd be weird. But you know, I guess we got unlucky on the last floor because our shop was behind a key door. Ghost bullets are okay. I want a key, though. Like, we're getting a key. And then let's crunch some guns. I hate the flash ray. Feed it that, and we'll feed it the sawed-off as well, because the sawed-off is not... Although it is our starting gun, it is not very useful anymore, because I'm too low on HP to get near the targets. Ooh, but we got the mailbox gun. Hell yeah. Mailbox is great. This, I will get Oof. I want ghost bullets for this gun. Ooh, you know, that might not be good because the box won't explode then when I hit people with it. That might be an anti-synergy. But we had this on the last video, so you guys saw, you know, it fires little notes, like fires mail, and then the last shot is a box, and then the box does something when it launches. It's either an explosive, or it's poison, or it's glitter, right? The glitter doesn't do anything, but the poison leaves a little poison spotch. The explosion explodes. I'm pretty sure that's obvious. And the glitter doesn't do anything. It just makes them shiny. Which, granted, is, you know, pretty cool. I'm behind that. Alright. I'm using the anvil gun because I want to try to get through the remainder of the rooms on this floor without getting hit. That would be pretty dope. Really get into that. Kill that guy. The bubble bop dragons are annoying, but manageable. Let's stick to the vertebrate for right now. I think I do want to still save the anvil gun for the boss, because it is the highest damaging gun that we have. And the bosses on this floor are... What are they? They're Cannonball Rog, the Treadnought, and then the third boss that I can't remember right now. Because I know there's a third boss on this floor, I just can't remember what it is. I almost got poisoned. That has sucked. Alright. This is gonna suck. So, is it worth going? Also, I fixed the. I found out how to fix the mini map. It's plus and minus. The reason it gets zoomed in sometimes when I'm playing is because those are the buttons, same buttons I use for the hotkeys for my OBS recording. Ooh, I'm glad we came this way. That a void core, the Raiden core. Oh, oh, this is gonna be a fun gun. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I put my hand down on my keyboard and hit the spacebar. This gun's cool. So if actually, you know what would be good with this is the Super Soaker. So this is a lightning gun. Judging by the looks of it, it looks like it homes, which is great. It's a beam weapon, so it's great for bosses. Well, but the homing makes it crazy for room clearing, because if we can use it if it chains to everything on the room, we're gonna use this to clear rooms. We'll use the anvil gun to fight the bosses, but we'll use this to clear rooms. Because if it chains to everything on the room, and it appears to have unlimited range, yeah, this is kind of crazy. Again, seizure warning. I feel an obligation to anybody watching to, know that there's a potential for seizures. Oof, Jesus, it's bright. It's even hurting my eyes slightly, and like I'm an avid video gamer. Like my eyes are conditioned for bright flashing lights. I mean, I don't sit in the dark very often. Like I have a desk lamp that illuminates my space pretty well. Do I want to use a key on this? Maybe, we'll see. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Let's open this up. We might as well see what's inside. Robot legs. Bionic leg. More machine than man. What does that do? Movement speed increased. Alright, cool. I guess that would be useful. Let's go back to the shop real quick. I got like 64 money. We could get ghost bullets. Or I could get ammo. I could get armor. We could buy a 5th blank. Buying a 5th blank feels dirty. Like that feels like something that I should do only if I'm out of blanks or I'm at less than 2. And we're just not. Like, we're just not in that position. We got 4 blanks going into this boss fight with the Dreadnought. Fun! Fun. Love this. Oof. Favorite boss in the whole game here. I think the Dreadnought's definitely the hardest boss on this floor. I don't think he's the hardest boss in the game, though. I still think that belongs to the kill pillars. The subreddit was not very nice to me about that when I posted about it, because they're basically just like, the kill pillars are easy, you just need to learn the patterns. And I'm like, yeah, maybe, but like the Dreadnought I feel like I have a chance against. Ah, piss. Alright, we're not going to get mastery against the Dreadnought. We're going to live, but we're just not going to get mastery at all. I missed it with the Molotov, which sucks. But, whatever. It's fine. I guess the trick with the Dreadnought is to remember that, like, you can use those pillars to block bullets, and then to manage your ads. It's kind of like a WoW boss, you just gotta keep your wits about you. Remember your training, all 10 seconds of it, and it should be fine. And then use your raiding gun to good effect. That's not doing like any damage. And the vertebrae is much better. That gun's good for clearing rooms because it hits everything, not because it does good damage. I want that to be noted before I die here. We might kill it here. We might kill it. Oh, we're out of bullets. Okay, that's fine. Mailbox gun. Save the day. Got it. Haha! Take that, Dreadnought! Ya bastard. Ya wee bastard. Alright, we're making it down to floor 4. Killing the Dreadnought was high on my list of accomplishments here. The camera's actually really good. The camera hits everything on the room as well. It's a really, really good gun. Problem with the camera, it charges, and I'm still not 100% sure how it hits everything on the room. I know it hits everything on the room because I've seen it hit everything on a room. But that being said, I mean, it could be from anything that it hits everything on the room, Oh, this gun's gonna be crazy on this floor. Those little, like, zombo enemies are super annoying. But, if you're... Okay, just charge the camera, pop out, take a shot. It basically hurts everything, like, within a line of sight, like, in a circle around me. And I think it does more damage the closer I am to the target when I fire it. See, like, it does damage to everything on the room because I killed everything on the room. I'm not 100% sure how it does damage to everything on the room. Like, whether it's proximity based or if it's just like, they just need to be within eye shot of me. Because it does good damage, however it does its damage, because I think it only takes like 1 or 2 shots. I rolled into that guy. That was stupid. I'm taking a lot of dumb damage. Camera's still holding it down, but I'm not playing well right now. 4th floor, I'm getting a little jittery, which, you know, is my fault, but whatever. Alright, just easy does it. See, it does, like, alright damage. It just needs to be channeled somehow, and I'm not sure how to do that. Alright, cool. Need to remember that the coffins are our tables for the floor, and that we can indeed flip them to protect ourselves from attacks. Kill that guy, I think. Did we kill him? We got them both. Okay, good. We'll keep using the camera for now. See no reason not to use the camera, basically. I accidentally used my blank there. I definitely didn't panic and use a blank out of, like, pure fear from dying. That didn't happen at all. Not at all. I feel like the what's it called? The drum barrel actually has an anti-synergy with the mailbox gun, because it takes longer for the crate to fire. But all right, that's gonna do it for this episode. That was actually a good run, despite everything. We got to see a couple new guns, which were fun and stuff like that. So yeah, I think with that note, we're gonna call it quits for this episode. So thank you all so much for watching. If you like what you saw, let me know. If you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date on when I post more videos. And join me on the next episode when we'll be playing as the Hunter. If you guys aren't aware, you haven't seen any of the previous times I ranted about this, we're going to do the cycle until I beat the game with somebody, and then we'll pick from the remaining 3 characters to just play over and over again until we beat the game with them. So on that note, thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye!